We appreciate you coming back to the CoinSeries channel. Request from viewer is, who is your favorite CEO and who is the best coin for you? You can also comment your opinion. Thank you to all the subscribers of our CoinSeries. Who came to our channel CoinSeries? You will always be info with the latest CoinSeries news. Number 1, CEO Brad Garlinghouse XRP and Ripple. Number 2, CEO Grayscale SEC. Number 3, CEO JP Morgan Bitcoin. Number 4, CEO Brian Armstrong Coinbase. Please like my video and subscribe my channel. Since Ripple and XRP constituted the majority of the financial markets and cryptocurrencies, we will be covering them today. Having said that, I wish the best of luck to everyone in the world right now. Is everyone alright? By posting a comment, I would want to know how you are doing. The Ripple application just received a significant update from Ripple X Dev with the release of version 2.0. This is the core code of the XRP ledger. This release includes XLS38, which includes a decentralized identification mechanism for changes to the ledgers, and an API version 2. Your main focus should now be on XLS38 and XLS. Through our investigation, we are able to glimpse inside their world to a lesser extent. Consequently, you have to cross the chain bridge first. Transferring XRP and fungible tokens issued on the XRP ledger efficiently between the main net of the XRP ledger and the XRP ledger sidechain, as well as between the main net of the XRP ledger and the soon-to-be-launched EVM sidechain, would be made possible via the cross-chain bridge. By checking each transaction that crosses chains, independent witness servers make sure the cross-chain bridge is secure. Learn the ins and outs of the XLS38 specification on GitHub before you dive into decentralized identification. Thanks to this technical development, users can safely and autonomously manage their online identities. As part of its XLS14 DID deployment, the World Wide Web Consortium will employ a 3C standard to offer verifiable self-sovereign digital identification. It follows these guidelines and will function with any distributed ledger or network that uses the XRP ledger, or DD, cryptographically sound, decentralized, long-lasting, portable, resolvable on a global scale, and compatible with other systems. This object can be created, updated, or destroyed through transactions linked to it, and a new ledger is added by the lightweight XLS authority modification. If you want to know more, GitHub is the best place to look. What follows is the main feature of XLS38. Is that we have previously covered how this would affect XRP and the XRP ledger. I will be reviewing the post from either the beginning or the end of last year. However, I would also like to critique this essay by Anthony Welfare, who is the CDC strategic advisor, in case you didn't know. In fact, Ripple has these big enhancements that will drive XRP ledger usage even higher and facilitate the ecosystem's additional expansion. This is of the utmost importance. Many seem oblivious to the immense value of the XRP ledger. As more practical elements are added to the XRP ledger, XRP's value will rise. Impressive storyline at overhead chain bridge. If the cross-chain bridge were to be implemented, it would greatly simplify the process of transferring XRP and any fungible tokens that have been issued on the XRP ledger from the main net to its sidechain, and also from the main net to the soon-to-be-launched EVM sidechain. In my view, blockchain technology relies heavily on collaboration. Everyone contributes to blockchain. An outstanding tool to utilize in assisting with the construction of an interconnected ecosystem is cross-chain bridge. Leaving aside the DID, I believe that identifying the sender and the receiver is the first and last step in any transaction, whether it takes place on the blockchain or not. However, the specific information required is verifiable and, as a result, very flexible. No matter what, I always go back to Hatter is verifiable. With the ID, we can control who may see what data, and exciting things are coming to the XRP ledger and the blockchain community overall. At this very second. Picture this, it is the month of September all over again. In this article regarding XLS30 advertising, I also covered XLS30D. Later on in the video, we will go over both of these issues. I indicated earlier that there are many great suggestions circulating on the XRP ledger, and among the most anticipated ones right now is the XLS30D, which adds an AM to the ledger. One of the many things that XLS30AD is the EVM sidechain, which provides access to over 100 million wallets. This should make all XRP holders very happy. These side chains have the potential to greatly enhance acceptance, growth, and progress. My heart will skip a beat when the ERA launches with countless blockchain use cases, increasing demand for XRP and creating boundless value. It is worth noting that the XRP ledger presently contains 1,500 use cases. All the main benefits of EVM compatibility are displayed here. Also, in the very bottom right, you'll see apps built for the Web 3.0 can be more widely used with wallets that have 100 million or more users. The data shown below shows, for instance, that 61,000 new developers joined EVM in 2022. On Mai alone, approximately 100 to 200 developers now hold the belief that the XRP ledger comprises little over 300. All of the 1,500 to 37,000 dApps operating on the top 25 Polygon dApps are in EVM-compatible chains with higher TVL, even though the XRP ledger probably only has 500 dApps. By including a brief overview, some numbers, libraries, users, and even wallets on the last slide, the benefits of EVM credibility are once again highlighted. The immense potential of the XLS30 ad is further demonstrated by this. Frankly, this might open up the XRP ledger to a plethora of interested parties, including developers, users, dApps, and the general public. This facilitates the move from Ethereum to the XRP ledger as well. More efficient chains, such as Hedera, are replacing Ethereum, as you may have seen if you've been a long-time viewer of my channel. Mr. Huber is not only receiving public recognition, but he is also being requested to prepare a report regarding the company's papers filed with the SEC. Included in the economic case is this. Have you ever pondered, under these economic scenarios, Ripple's preoccupation with the Their summary judgment motion provided the explanation, which I found out when I did. Roughly half of the on-demand liquidity cost for Ripples comes from payments made to market makers who provide the necessary liquidity through routes that aren't very liquid. The AMM remains the optimal solution regardless of XRP's US listing status, since it is the sole adequately liquid market in the US that does not necessitate Ripple to compensate XRP market makers directly. Ingeniously, rather than introducing friction or expenses, anyone can join the ranks of market makers and earn by increasing the liquidity of a particular trading pair. Pentos is the next topic we'll cover. Padnos, if you're familiar with him, is an excellent spaceman. The two main issues are the astronomical prices charged by most services, and the fact that it isn't available in every country. Therefore, on-demand liquidity isn't truly practical unless these rails are operational and accessible in all corridors. Mickey B. Fresh responded, and you should know this, because there have been a lot of remarks concerning the foreign exchange market. I'm sorry. Remember that the foreign currency market is a massive enterprise. Daily, the market changed hands for $7.5 trillion. The 75 live payment markets that comprise Ripple encompass 90% of the Forex market. Furthermore, one important feature that is currently absent is the ability to execute on-demand liquidity using XRP Ledger DEX and the AMM for premium KYC regulated tokenized money that is generated on the XRP Ledger. At least G7 fiat will be needed for this. I didn't perceive Ripple payments as only a rebranding. The requirement to add the DEXM layers is perhaps the most visible change. The cost of subsidizing and rewarding liquidity for on-demand liquidity, migrating to the blockchain, and enhancing the ecosystem is detailed in the 2023 report, and I've read a bunch of court docs from SEC v Ripple. Detailed information about the Ripple Net Payout Network is available here. I need your permission to open these 3 tabs independently. Then this will come after it. Mickey B. Fresh is the one who made this video. With any luck, this can over the past few days, AIX videos have been irritating me. Even worse, it appears it won't be operating at all. The quote in question, though, is North Star, or Prisma, and I'll say it again, increases XRP's intrinsic, unsubsidized liquidity on global marketplaces. AM is the key component when talking about liquidity and how to create liquidity pools on the XRP ledger. Everything that appears on the ledger is crucial. I brought up Medico and Ripple because they are working together on custody services. These are the pieces they need to become a dominant force in the Forex market. Furthermore, it is relevant to general deals. The Ripple Payment Network Guide is available here. It discusses the rise of demand liquidity in key regions, like the UK, and covers the years 2022, a turning point for the network. The UK acts as a significant conduit for the foreign currency market, which accounts for more than 30% of the total. The 70 payout markets, however, that account for 90% of the global FX market are located here. In the next slide, we can observe that a considerable portion of the global foreign exchange market, including Treasury corporate FX cross-border payments, is concentrated in nations with 70 or higher. The presentation is concluded with an overview of all the topics on the last slide. Looking closely at these major events on the XRP ledger is crucial to understanding the AMM. The AMM is something we could talk about for hours. The clearance procedure has not yet concluded. A vote on the matter has commenced. It seems like there might be a little holdup. However, much about the AMM remains unknown. It appears that many are disregarding the possibility that the AMM will affect the XRP ledger. Still, the worry's significance is obvious. Furthermore, all the issues revolve around liquidity. Even after reading over all these slides, it is still obvious that they want us to rely on market makers and exchanges for the infrastructure. Our present focus is on developing Prisma so that it can combine with the on-demand liquidity flow. Therefore, Prisma will connect all the markets, gather liquidity, and provide a consistent API for our platform that allows users to request liquidity on demand. To improve the, pardon the pun, inherent liquidity of the XRP ledger is the ultimate objective of Prisma. For the obvious reason that this will lay the groundwork for a better XRP ecosystem, please elaborate on why it is important to reduce our liquidity costs for transactions involving liquidity that are done on demand. The cost of liquidity makes up about half of the total cost of on-demand liquidity, as can be shown above. Our focus is squarely on lowering the total cost of liquidity, since this will allow us to scale on-demand liquidity while keeping costs down. Turning this company's negative profit margins into positive ones is our top priority. So, this is the secret element that allows them to increase on-demand liquidity extremely significantly and massively while keeping costs low. This is going to be the crux of the enigma, as we've discussed extensively in the AMM. Unfortunately, due to a lack of XRP liquidity in the markets where we are sending these transactions, we are unable to cover the market maker costs that are connected with facilitating the on-demand liquidity flows. The reason behind this is that we are unable to secure contracts with market makers who can generate enough liquidity and establish markets on these exchanges. In a nutshell, we are compensating market makers for their services in creating and participating in these exchanges. Additionally, what the HMM, you will not believe it. Liquidity surveys have already generated those markets. I have said the AMM twice now. If you are an XRP, you should pay special attention to these and any other major developments. Holder, XRP is worthless. No one seems to be able to stop wondering that. Valuation of XRP is not apparent. We specifically need this. Because it is critical, we need this data. Review the attached material. Dark Horse continues by stating, now tie that information you just found with this document. Now you all understand why I asked David Schwartz about whether they are still incentivizing the on-demand liquidity partners. The on-demand liquidity of Dark Horse is costly. Just so you know, everyone is welcome to read this crucial document. You may find it just beneath this post if you're interested in reading it. Dark Horse published it in August. But when we take a closer look at on-demand liquidity, we see that this is a hurdle to scaling for on-demand liquidity, which does impact XRP. It will be settled through the AMM, and until then, everyone, or at least everyone who cares about XRP in the long run, is focusing on it. For that reason, it is imperative that we all pay close attention to this. It deserves attention because it is a significant component in the overall design. The XLS30D follows in the footsteps of earlier versions and will debut with the AMM. Furthermore, XLS38D will cause a dramatic shift in the market, increasing interest in the XRP blockchain. However, this seems to have more long-term relevance when combined with DID, when digital identities are used. Everything that has been added to the XRP ledger thus far will be considered monumental in the scope of things. Now that we've covered all the bases, I hope you enjoyed this video. I feel compelled to bring it up once more. Subscribing and giving the channel a thumbs up would mean the world to us. Until next time.